Nestled on the banks of the Hudson River, Michie Stadium. It will play host to some of the nation's finest today and another thrilling edition of Army football. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Florida International Panthers, facing a fellow Conference USA opponent, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Army Black Knights offense takes the field to start this game off. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Clay. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. 3rd down upcoming for the offense after the incomplete pass. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
The Black Knights want to move quickly. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Black Knights will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Panthers offense will get the ball for the 1st time. David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a Packer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down. This linebacker, though, he's got the athleticism to do it himself.
Line gets set, 1st down. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
I love when players... situations, and they understand where the 1st down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Sharp. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
On the move is the 30. Oh, look out. There he goes. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They go to the ground. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. The Black Knights will hustle to the line. Looking to throw, it's Clay. It's complete to the right. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. First down for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball down the field. This offense is staying nice and patient right now.
Looking to pass on second down. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Already a chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
I like the play call offensively. I know they lost yards on that one, but you want to try to get this running back the ball in different ways, right? Handing it off, getting him out in the route tree, trying to sneak in some screen passes too.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Valentine. And they're able to make the tackle.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but...
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the Black Knights headed quickly to the line.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
With the catch, it's Landry. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Offense, quick tempo. Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's Landry. Finds a crease at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Army!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the returner will be brought down. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Well, and how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Pryor. Get it out on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Panthers are rolling down the field. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the 1st. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Getting some heat. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Makes the grab over the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Farrell's ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He'll do it himself. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The Black Knights want to crank the tempo. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. To the ground. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense in hurry-up mode.
Second down coming up.
To the air. It's Clay. Makes his connection. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. At the 35, he's got room. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback? It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
It's just so hard defensively to take your eye off this guy, especially on 3rd down. You've got to know that at any given moment, he can take off on you. They've got to do a better job on the back end, keeping their focus on him. He's the one with the football, and they've got to be able to react, or else they're going to get gashed like they did right there.
His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Give to the running back. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. 3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. At the 20, he's got space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Caught in the backfield, it's Valdez. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Here we go.
From the gun, running back on the move. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights.
And how about this play by the offense? First and goal from the 1-yard line. Everything says it's going to be a run. It's going to be a run. Nice job by the offense. A little sleight of hand, throwing the football, getting the touchdown.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to pass, it's Pryor. A little screen to the running back. Got room at the 35. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, FIU. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Army has it back and the offense ready to go. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Clay. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Running it back, it's Sharp. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll leave it with him. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
And he could not get loose on the run.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Gets behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a 4th down and 3. Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. Finds his man and they convert. At the 35, he's open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida International. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run it from the gun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He looks that one in nicely. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air, it's Clay. Lofts one high and deep. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, one thing we can always count on is a great atmosphere in West Point. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Blake Field inside Michie Stadium.
And the Black Knights will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the move. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it.
And I tell you what, if you told them they were going to be 3 for 3 now on 4th downs, they'd have said, yes, please, and that's why they're winning the game right now. You get an extra down so often, you have so much success. This offense is cooking, especially on 4th down.
And the Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6. The Black Knights moving quickly to the line. They try to pop a run on the draw. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the 1st. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. Team coordinator's got to love that.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Keeps looking downfield. He'll pull it down and run. Still running at the 40. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. He wants to throw. Fires left. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
They'll line up for a second down play. This time he's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. FIU mounting a threat in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They're trying to get to it. And the defense got him at the 27.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with a big one.
Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback. He wanted to attack the middle of the field. He found his open guy. Receivers just got to be able to make a play for him.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Panthers. And the beatdown has ensued.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him.
Army has it back and the offense ready to go. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Scanning the field, it's Clay. Flips it out to the back. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Valdez. Runs through a tackle. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. It's a draw. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, you know, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. At midfield, he's got room. And maybe they've tried to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. He's looking deep. And that pass is intercepted. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off play action on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
6 yards on the play. Second down coming up.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Clay. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. This should be the last play of the quarter. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Tackle is made after the first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he...
Touchdown, Panthers! And the stomping has commenced. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking to pass. It's Clay. fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Snags it over the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
I just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Dances away from the heat. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also,
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Army! Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead on how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll try the run. At the 40, there he goes. All kinds of running room. At the 20. Touchdown, FIU. And the punishment has been extended. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 2 to UNLV. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The offense lining up for a first down play. Back to throw, it's Clay. Finds his target down the middle.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver. Just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. The short hands, it's Valdez. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
you know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll throw it on first down. Quickly complete. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. And now on second down for this offense.
Pound 55 weak.
He's looking to throw. Now improvising. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Black Knights send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again, or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. You got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there is definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
He's got an open man. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Babers. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And the Panthers have their offense in high gear. Going up top on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it in the last minute.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the second half, he still doesn't have a catch.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Pryor. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Line gets set, first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. First down here for the offense.
Here we go. Hornet, Hornet.
He's looking to throw it. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Florida International. And the route is on. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too.
Can anyone catch him? That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Got it set up on the outside. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise.
Running toward the tape. He's at the 40. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the tube.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Nothing but green ahead. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And the returner will be knocked down. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously.
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their end.
A shot toward the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch except ticket holders. The incompletion on first down. Now they face a 2nd and 10 from the 31. He's looking to throw. He'll take another shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Army, 21.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another